Сәлем достар. Қазіргі таңда миллионерлермен, жұлдыздармен, немесе блогерлермен интервьюлер көбейіп бара жатыр, ал қарапайым мұғалімдер ше. Сондықтан бүгін біздің балаларға білім беретін, күні-түні сабақтарын ойлайтын, жоспарлайтын адамдарға арналған. Оның бірі біздің мемлекетте Қазақстанда 7 жыл бойы тұрып, еңбек жасап жатқан ағылшын тілі мұғалімі Джойлин болмақ. Джойлин, you are welcome.
Okay, thank you so much,
please? Can you welcome in Kazakh, please?
Okay, I would say that. Yes, саламатсызба. Мисс Джойлин Ақтөбе. Менің атым Джойлин.
Қалыңыз қалай?
Жақсы, and рахмет, Jana.
So, Miss Joylin currently lives in Aktobe city, and now she's working in Kazakh school, and she's a lovely teacher of our students for 3 years. So, Miss Joylin, you are welcome. And the question is for you. Can you please tell us about your experience in Kazakhstan and why exactly Kazakhstan? Why not Russia or any other countries?
Well, that's a good question, Jana. Thank you so much. Thank you for welcoming me. Thank you for your beautiful words about me. Anyway, going back to the question. Okay, firstly, why Kazakhstan? Well, actually, I would consider that I love working and living in Kazakhstan. It's because the first time I experienced working here way back 9 years ago. So that was in Akтобе city for over 2 years. And so when the opportunity suddenly came 3 years ago, so when I had that opportunity that I will be working again in Kazakhstan in a different city, so I grabbed it. It's because I like the country itself. So then when I went back here in another city, which is Aktobe city, well, it's a good city actually. It's a big one, and well, in general, I like working here because of the people, and of course because also of my school and my colleagues, and of course the management, the directors, and my students. So, well, I love Kazakhstan.
Okay, thank you so much. So now you do not complain about your choice, yeah? Everything is
No,
okay.
I don't regret anything.
Joy, and the next question. So as you're working now as an English teacher in Kazakh school, so what's the difference between your lessons here and your lessons in Fillipin?
All right, well, that's an interesting one. Okay, I would say that the difference between my English lessons or classes here compared to my English lessons in my country. Well, here in my current school, Kazakh, well, actually, my main task is that to focus the speaking skills of all the students. So that is why every lesson is different, because I start giving activities, of course, because the main thing or the main objective of every lesson is really to practice them speaking, to practice them to speak up, to apply, and the way they pronounce and the way they use the language in conversations or in communication skills. Unlike my lessons in my country, we of course focus all parts of English, just like the grammar, lexical, pronunciation, the listening and comprehension skills, reading, writing, and speaking. So that's actually the difference between them.
Okay, so good. So it means that you have a special methodology, yeah, to teach our students. That's why I know that our students really adore your lessons. And so what's the difference between you and a typical English teacher?
Okay, well, to start with, yes, I am. I finished as a professional teacher. I finished as a licensed teacher, the typical one, a classroom English teacher in my country. But then later on, I decided to switch, or not switch, but level up, like to be an ESL or EFL teacher. So That is why to compare my teaching as an ESL or EFL teacher to the typical English teachers or other teachers in the country is, well, my lessons, my methodology is just like giving drills, activities, games to for the students to really participate, to cooperate, to apply their speaking skills. Because again, my main task is to practice their speaking. So it's more of like that. So, and then that follows the pronunciation, so more of drills, activities compared to the basic typical English lessons.
Okay, thank you, I got it. So, and what about our students' level of English?
Well, okay, that's an interesting question. As I mentioned earlier, that the first time I worked in Kazakhstan was in Akтобе city, so that's 9 years ago, right? So of course I'll just use that an example to say the level. So, well, when I came back, really I'm surprised because of course the people, especially the young people and the schoolers, of course, they improve. I mean, their English skills, especially using the language or the English language, has improved a lot compared to previous years. So that makes me happy because I see how they enjoy, how they use the language in a communication way or in a communication, in communication. So, which is really improving and developing. I would say that's the level in general.
So more practice, yeah, than theory.
Yes.
In your lessons. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate your professionalism. And the next question is about not teaching, but about your genuine impression from our country, from our city.
Okay, general impression. Firstly is Akтобе city. Well, not so much different from Akтобе city, which the first city I worked with. Well, it's just that just the weather. One thing that I like the most is really the winter. The winter here in Akтобе city, because I like the cold weather and I like snow, of course. So winter time is really, you experience the snowy weather like mostly every day, which I like it very much and which I always look forward to, your winter season here. And the people, well, in general, in Kazakhstan still, the being so warm, accommodating, especially to new people, like foreigners like me. So you have that, and that's already your personality. To all Kazakh people, which I also love it because it's similar to our people or to our culture. Then the cuisine, the food, I like the traditional, the national food, which is bishbarmak, and that is unique, that makes unique your country. So for example, if someone would ask me, or what could I associate, or what could I remember if Kazakhstan name will be mentioned, firstly is the bishbarmak. That's my favorite national dish. And even your taste here in general compared to our cuisine is somewhat different because it's simple. Unlike our taste is savory, but that's okay because so far, I would say that I have already adjusted to your climate and to your food.
Can you cook bishbarmak by yourself? No?
Yeah, I did. I tried. Yeah, I tried. I know it's not really the same as your people when you prepare. But I tried because it's not a horse meat. Yes, yes. But at least I tried.
Okay, okay. So, and what about your plans? Future plans? Are you planning to stay here longer, or what about your future plans?
Well, when it comes to future plans, one thing that I could say, of course, fortunately, and I'm happy really because my school, the management, the directors, they're still happy. They're still happy with my performance and the students, so that is why they renewed my contract. So I would say that I'm still of course, staying because of that new contract that I signed up for. So I'll be, most probably, of course, I'll be working more years.
Okay.
Hopefully, yeah.
One more interesting question. So, do you have your Kazakh name? So, how do people call you in Kazakh interpretation?
Okay, there's one funny situation that I would say like more than 5 people. Like when they first hear my name, of course my name for them, it's unique. It's something new for them. So instead of saying Joylin, so it's hard for them the last part. So instead they say Jolie, and they remember the famous actress Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
So well, it's funny, and well, even it's not really as the correct pronunciation, but at least, right? My name is Jolie, like Angelina Jolie.
Why not?
Why
You're also
not?
famous as she
Oh
is.
my goodness, no, it's not.
In our city. Okay. So so any wishes maybe to teachers or for English teachers to say?
Okay. Well, all right. So, well, in general, the teachers, of course, firstly, I would say my colleagues and the teachers I have or we have in our school, of course, so far I saw them. They're into their work. They're hardworking people, and I see that they have the passion. So what I would say is that just keep the passion, keep the fire burning in your craft as a teacher. So as long as you're happy, as long as you are enjoying your craft or your profession that you are in right now, just keep it up and just enjoy also, not only just plainly work, but just give time also to enjoy and have fun and live life to the fullest. And I guess that's it.
Thank you so much for your time. So for your
My pleasure.
sincere answers. Okay, thank you so much.